Welcome everyone. It's Shari Carroll for SimonsStamp.com, and I have an art journal feature today where I'm featuring some amazing product. So I'm working in my circle journal and I have 4 entries that I've created so far, and now I'm going to create the 5th. So far, I've done a variety of styles, and for this one, I'm very product driven and I'm letting the product speak for itself. So I found these Paper Rose Inky color papers, and these are absolutely gorgeous. They're like alcohol inked backgrounds, and I've cut my 4¼ inch circle. Next, I'm going to do some stamping, and I'm using my stamp and stencil mat to hold my circle since it's not square and I can't put it in the corner. And I'm using these cling stamps from Simon Says Stamp. They are called leafy backgrounds, and they come apart in 2 pieces. So I'm just going to stamp the bottom, and I want to make sure I have the angle that I want before I place it onto the door of my Misty. And once I'm happy with that, I can press down on the door to pick up the stamp. I'm going to be doing some heat embossing, so I want to add some of the anti-static powder, and I'm using the Simon Says Stamp anti-static brush tool, and I just spread that around the area where I'll be stamping. I'll be inking this up with the Simon Says Stamp clear watermark ink, and I'll just tap this on the area that I need. And then I can close the door and give this a good press with my fingers. And I like to check the image to make sure that I have the complete image stamped. And once I'm happy with that, I can pick this up off that stamp and stencil mat. Next, I'll be using the Simon Says Stamp silver embossing powder, and I have a coffee filter to catch the excess. So I'll just pour this over the top of the image and tap off the excess. And now I can use my heat tool to melt that embossing powder, and I'm keeping my heat tool moving while I do this so that I don't warp the paper. And the surface of this paper gives me such a nice crisp image, and I have that shine with those leaves. With my background done, I'm going to start adding some of the elements for the top, and I'm using the CZ Just a Note, and I'm using just the words and not the shadow die that goes behind it. So I've cut 1 set using some metallic paper from Tim Holtz, and also 2 sets of white cardstock. I'll be gluing these together to lift them up and give them a little dimension. And to do that, I'll be using my Simon Says Stamp Craft Tacky Glue. And I love the nozzle tip of this. I can just get a small amount of glue either by going on a line or also just using dots. Once I have my glue applied, I like to kind of blot this off on a paper towel before putting these together. So next I want to set this over one of the white die cuts, and with that wet glue I have time to move my dies around together to make sure that they line up really well. I've added glue to the other part of the die cut and I've blotted that off, and now I can place this over its white die cut. I'll repeat gluing these together until I have a total of 3 layers. And this will give me a lot of lift and also stability for my message. Next, I'm using the Simon Says Stamp journaling strips, and I've trimmed out Be Brave. And I'm going to use my Simon Says Stamp glue once again to trim my strip down. I'm adding the strip first so that I can have a really good horizontal line with those stamped leaves. And I am leaving a little bit of the edge hanging off the right. And next I'll start adding some glue to the back of my message. And I really like using the Simon Says Stamp glue because it does give me some time before it dries so that I can shift it around if I need it. And also, if any comes out from underneath, it's a matte finish and it won't show on my final project. And now I can just place this right above Be Brave, using Be Brave as my guide and making sure that I have this straight. I'll do the same with the other portion of the message, and I'm going to blot that off just a little bit before I place it onto my card. And I want to make sure I get a good grip on this. And I like to use the die packaging as a guide so that I know exactly where that should go. I typically add the tittles onto my project directly instead of trying to stack the little tiny pieces. So I'm using my place and score tool, and I'm grabbing the first piece of white cardstock. Then I can add a little dab of glue on top of the first tittle, And using the place portion of my wand, I can pick up the second piece and I can adjust it as I need to. And then finally, I can add one more drop of my glue, and I can add my metallic piece right on top. Since I do use the glue and I do have time for it to dry, I can move these around and adjust them if needed. And next I'll be adding the Whirl butterflies, and it comes in 2 pieces, and I'm using the smaller one. And I've used the Simon Says Stamp Silver Matte cardstock for this. You can also separate these little pieces if you wanted to get a little bit more dimension. To glue my butterfly down, I'm going to add some glue just to the center in the body part of that. I'll blot that up a little bit with my finger, and now I can place it right onto my circle, and I'll press this down until it dries a bit. Now that the glue is dry on my sentiment strip, I can snip off that outside edge. I'm just using my Simon Says Stamp Everyday Scissors, and I'll follow the circle. As a finishing touch, I'm using the Simon Says Stamp Dazzling Rainbow Gems, and these are beautiful glass gems, and they're reflective in different colors. So I'm using my triangle tray to hold everything together, and I'm going to start adding my glue to my project, and then I can use my place and score tool, and this is perfect for larger pieces or heavier pieces. That wax tip will pick up those gems perfectly, and then you can place them right where you want them and scoot them if you need to. I'll be adding the largest to the center of my butterfly, and again I'll grab one with my placing tool, and I can grab that and just set that in place and move it around. Next, I'm going to add a few dots of my glue, and I'm creating a trail for this butterfly. So I'm going to add about 3 more gems in different sizes going down towards the bottom. So I have the medium size I'll place first, and then I'll go in with a smaller size just right close to the butterfly. This wand tool is perfect for turning your gems over onto your surface. And finally, I'm going to add another large gem, and I can just grab this and put that in place. These gems are really beautiful because they do reflect in different colors depending on how the lights hit them. Here's a quick look at the 5 entries that I've created so far. I'm moving into brighter colors as the summer months hit. And I think this one might be my favorite. I love that faux alcohol ink background and the metallic papers and the gems pulling everything together. I do have all my supplies listed in the description box below, along with a link to our blog post for more information. And as always, thanks so much for watching.
Hi there, I'm Heidi, Simon's mama and founder at simonsaysstamp.com. Thank you so much for watching our video. If you like what you just saw, be sure to press the thumbs up and subscribe to see more great content.